We all know that emotions can get in the way of reason. When we get carried away by our emotions, they can distort our perspective and our ability to think clearly. But did you know that research also shows that emotions are crucial? They can help you become aware of what's essential to you, and there's a lot of evidence to suggest that your emotions are vital to your well-being. The video gives suggestions on how to deal with your emotions to improve your well-being. It provides a research-based and more nuanced way of thinking about the impact that emotions have on your life. This video explains how emotions don't always get in the way of reason and the ability to live well. On the contrary, they are often essential to living well. Many people often distinguish sharply between emotion and reason. Emotions can sometimes get in the way of our rational faculties. When we are very emotional, we can become narrow-minded. Negative emotions like hatred, fear, disgust, envy, and anger can make us unable to think clearly. These emotions make it difficult to empathize and see beyond one's nose. They make it challenging to form beliefs from higher principles and rules. The long-term consequences of what we do and say can also be hard to foresee and deal with when we are highly emotional. It is generally hard to think about complex issues when at the mercy of our emotions. Importantly, it's not just negative emotions that can be the problem. Positive emotions can also be problematic. Love can make you blind. Compassion can make you lose sight of things other than those about which you are compassionate, and emotions like pride and overconfidence can make you self-centered. However, even though emotions can sometimes be problematic, it's just as important to be aware that they are not always so. It is crucial to be mindful that emotions are often essential to us. Research on emotions today points out that emotions are ambiguous concerning our ability to reason. On the one hand, they can get in the way of our thinking. On the other, they are absolutely crucial to our thinking and motivation. Let me explain. So-called cognitive and perceptual theories of emotion point out that our emotions are not just inside us, but, in a sense, reach out and concern themselves with the things, places, and people surrounding us. This is called the intentionality of emotions. They help to make us aware of the world around us. For example, when we experience fear, joy, compassion, or resentment, these emotions are linked to experiences of what is important to us. If a tiger is in front of you, you should appreciate your ability to feel fear. Your fear is rational because it helps to alert you to the danger ahead. Joy lets you know that there is something worthwhile about which to rejoice. Compassion enables you to understand what is important to other people. Resentment, when well grounded, can make you aware that there is something wrong in the world. In this way, your emotions directed at the world around you often enable you to be mindful of what is valuable, both in a positive and a negative sense. Emotions are the result of your spontaneous interpretation of good and bad. If you do not possess the capacity for these emotions, if you are emotionally numb or perhaps suppress your emotions, you are cut off from making sense of the world as a place of significance and value. Many studies of happiness and well-being also suggest that our emotional lives significantly impact our quality of life. Our world-directed emotions and more fundamental moods play a crucial role here. Being at peace and generally relaxed about life is part of living well as opposed to being stressed and anxious. Being prone to joy, smiles, and laughter, and being curious and attentive is part of living well, as opposed to being irritable, anxious, and prone to outbursts of anger, and being easily distracted or mentally absent. Your quality of life is associated with feelings of being at home, having self-esteem, and being safe and trusting, as opposed to feeling alienated in your surroundings, not feeling at home, and lacking psychological safety among the people you are with. Moods make us more or less attuned to ourselves and the world around us. That is, they are a kind of existential experience of how we fundamentally find ourselves to be in our lives. Our emotional life is thus ambiguous. On the one hand, Emotions can sometimes get in the way of our reason and rational faculties by making us narrow-minded. On the other hand, they are often essential inputs to our experience of what is significant and valuable in our lives. In this light, it is a good idea to deal with our emotions in a nuanced way. We can do this by cultivating emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. Emotions are part of life, and you should not suppress them. Instead, ask yourself, which emotions are shaping me right now, and how do they move me? Are they actually helping me with my thoughts and actions? Do my emotions give me vital inputs about what is essential for me in my life? Or are they in the way of letting me see things clearly? No one can control their emotional life completely, but you can practice and get better at paying attention to your emotions, to use them appropriately and as significant inputs without letting them control you. Fortunately, it is possible to cultivate emotional intelligence and put your emotions and moods to good use without letting them get you carried away. Just try to ensure that your feelings do not rob you of your broader perspective and drain your energy. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe to our channel if you find our explainer videos interesting and want to support us for more videos in which we unwrap big ideas to promote ethics and people's well-being. If you found this video helpful, you will probably find this one about empathy and well-being interesting as well. Have a great day and see you around for more videos.